Hey everyone, Graphics Works here, and we are back with Paper Mario and the 1000-Year Door. In the last video, we finished all of Chapter 5, not Chapter 5, we finished all of Chapter 4. We're going to be starting Chapter 5. We talked to the professor, and he said that the next star is located on our luxurious, I want the map. In the luxurious Keyhole Key, and we gotta make our way here. So he did say that we need to go down south to the harbor and say that we need to talk to some people down there, see if they have any information for us on how we can make it to Keyhole Key. Now honestly, I've never done this part. I don't really know who to talk to. I just know, well, I know who I need to talk to. We need to talk to Flavio. But as far as like who owns the ship and who we need to talk to here at the harbor, I've never done this part, so I don't know who we need to talk to. Oh, you with the mustache. Hey, what's with this stink eye, eh? You got something to say? Right. Well, then ask me something. I'm like an encyclopedia. I can answer anything. Oh, oh, we just talked to this guy. Okay, I just was not expecting that. I figured I'd have to talk to like the purple guy or like one of the other, like one of the toads. I was not expecting that this guy would just have all the answers for me. Listen, mate, don't ask me about their place. I got no need for a curse from the Pirate King. Oh, so it's not this guy. You. Actually, let's talk to you. No matter how much I work, life never gets any easier for me, you know? But there's gotta be a way to just go poof and get rich, you know? Poof. You. See that ship dock there? It belongs to Flavio, the merchant trader. He don't sail too often though, mostly he hangs at Podley's joint in the inn by the square. Oh, so we did have to talk to one of the toads. Okay. I have never talked to any of the guys down here at the harbor. And if I did, that was a very, very long time ago. Probably when I was like 5, 6. Yeah, probably like 5 or 6. Well, this is the guy. Cast his gaze. The red jewel shines and plays. It's a boom, bust a boom festival. The three Stash brothers, best of friends. 3 times red stash lands on his end. Blue stash's belly 4 times is whacked. Now all the fireworks go boom and crack. It's the Boom Bossa Boom Festival. And what do you want, ah? Ah, I am called Flavio, I am. How you say, a trader, the richest man in Rogueport. Monetary wealth gives me freedom, yes, and freedom gives me wealth of spirit. And yet, why is it that a man whose life is unchained must always long yet more, ah? What is missing from my life? It tears at my very insides. I must know, what do I lack? Romance? Emotion? Thrills? Money? Well, he's the richest man in Rogueport, so he doesn't need money. He probably needs romance. Romance, you say? Ah, I suppose one does need some romance in life. What other sweet, delectable fruit could make so many wonderful pasta sauces? Oh no, foolish Flavio, not Romas, you silly man. What I need is romance. Wait, hold the horses, what is it? Now that I'm thinking of it, I once heard of the treasure of Cortez, the Pirate King. Yes, this is the answer. Oh, such happiness for me. A hunt for pirate treasure. Why, that just shrieks of romance and thrills and emotion and even money. Do you not know the tale? The Pirate King's treasure, hidden on Keyhole Key? Ah, well, tales say that the Pirate King Cortez hid his hoard of pirate booty there. For years, the treasure hunters and ruffians have gone there in search of the loot. But not a single one of them has ever returned. Oh, the horrors makes my back tingle. People here whisper that the ghost of Cortez attacks all who seek his treasure. It is because of those very rumors that people no longer go to Keyhole Key. But that will not stop Flavio. The treasure is there, yes, and I am going to prove it. For I am Flavio, trader extraordinaire, millionaire, sailor of the seven seas. What is that you say? Talk of legendary treasure? Here beneath Rockport? Why you talk such craziness? There isn't anything like that in this dull and of a town. You cannot be believing such stupid rumor about treasure and some street urchin spews out. No. Now what madness comes bursting from your mouth? You have a treasure map? Well, hand it over. Rather, show me. You are having a joke on me. This map leads straight to Key. You swine! You mean to steal my treasure out from under me? You awful man! Well, now I am confused. You are looking for things known as the crystal stars? But now that I am thinking, a star-shaped stone was said to be in Cortez's hoard. Perhaps I could sell it for a staggering amount of cash. Yes, that would be... stop with such floss, Savio. What I need is romance, thrills, and emotion. I cannot ignore what this business before me suggests. This must be fate at work. Flavio shall go with you to Key. Of course, the crystal star is yours, yes, but the rest of the treasure, she is mine. Huh? You must repeat that? Flavio's ears are plugged. You have no sheep? You unfortunate foolish man! Do you not know who I am? I will have a ship ready in no time, and it will be massive and glorious. Splendid. Let us begin preparations immediately, shall we? I will volunteer myself as our intrepid leader, yes, you will be kept on. How can you be leader if I am captain? Huh? That's not how that works. Danger and adventure tickle my nostrils. Come to the harbor right away. I always want Flavio to be like a Frenchman, but for some reason I just give him this stupid ass accent and voice that just like is not French at all. It's just a stupid voice, like what I do with Rockhawk. Like I could be like, hey Rockhawk, big, bad, beefy, mean. Or Flavio, I could try to do the way he like talks though. In my head, it makes more sense for him to be like, ooh, Flavio, I am the most important man in all the seven seas, no? If it weren't for me, you'd be nowhere but here. With all the tales and riches, it is the only way Flavio can support his ego. Versus being like, it's almost like the bear, right? It's almost like the bear. The blue bear with the purple afro. It's kind of like that, but I try to make it... It's actually, no, the thing is like the bear actually gives French dialogue to read off of. Like, Ozi mon ami, I am Flavio. How does this Princess Peach take you for a landlubber like me? Right? So I can't really do, I can't do it a perfectly, but, also, hello, you? Pleased to meet, your acquaintance, but... At last, my dreams will come true. I'm going to open my very own shop on Honky. I don't care if it's small and a ramshackle, but it will be mine. I have one slight worry. Honky is a deserted, cursed island. You think I'll get much foot traffic? Yes. Are you sad? I might as well tell you. My brother went to Honky and never returned. I'd get woozy just thinking of it, but I've decided to work up my courage and sail there. Hey, oh yes, I'm going to be filthy rich. I can't wait to leave port. Oh yes, so it is you, huh? Well, sadly there is a slight problem. Seems we have positives popped up. But feast your eyes on this outrageously fantastic ship. She is a fine vessel, no? She is the SS Flavion, the queen of the countless ships of my personnel fleet. The royal majesty of her hull, the pomp of her circumstance, none can compare to her. Ah, but behold the elegant curve of her prow, she cuts through the very soul, don't you agree? But she is not just a beauty, she is a savage beast upon the water, tops amongst sailboats. But above all, I tell you, this proud ship can... Oh yes, did you speak? Yes, yes, but of course the problem that has sprung up. I had completely forgotten about it. The SS Flavienne, she bewitches me. Yes, well, here is the issue. We have no navigator. She ran off like the dog. The navigator, of course, is the highest ranked helmsman. I steer ships, you know. Now, there is a real problem. The waters around Kyoki are very deathly dangerous. We need an absurdly skilled helmsman for our navigator. It is, how you say, a pickle. Oi, Flavio. Hurry you docking here, sir. If you don't mind me saying, I might have a solution. Also, the purple bomb, I forgot his name, I think it's like Bomberto or something like that. He needs to be like an Irish accent, but I cannot do an Irishman accent. I have tried, or even like a Scottish accent. Scottish, Wales, Irish, somewhere in that like region of the world is the accent that he deserves, and I just can't do it. I've tried for years. I just cannot do a proper Scotsman accent. Do not please me, Papa. Oh, Patch. That's right. I don't know why I thought it was Bomberto. I don't know why I thought it was Bomberto, but no, it's Papatch. You solve a problem? Then spit it out already. Well, sir, we talked of a legendary sailor living in Rogueport. Yeah, I think he's called Admiral Bobbery, a salty sea dog by all accounts. But he is said to have the helmsman's touch, sir. He can make any ship bow to his will. Thing is, there ain't a soul what's seen him on the seas as of late. But so boom, problem is solved. Let us get at this Bobbery fellow and get him on board. It is customary, my captain will handle all the negotiations. That would be you, Mario. It does sound fair to everyone, does it not? No complaint, aye aye, sir. Hey, aye, sounds fair, I'm on board, good plan, sure thing. And it is decided. You must go find this Bobbery and bring him here. Our fortune sails with you. Alright, so we're gonna go get this Bobbery fellow, and we don't know where he lives. But we have a couple different ideas. We can talk to the professor right away, I believe. I think it's supposed to be like Professor Port Flavio, Professor Bobbery, Port, chapter starts, or it's Flavio Port, Bobbery, Professor Bobbery, and then start. I just don't remember if there's a professor talk here, or if this will end up going like Bobbery, Professor Bobbery, or it just goes Professor Bobbery there. So we're gonna try that. Bobbery? That old Seadog lives right next to my house if you're facing the front. They say he was a great and important sailor long ago. Okay, so we have that. So I think this will skip the original dialogue that happens when we enter. At least that's what I'm whoops. At least that's what I'm expecting, because normally you'll do this, you'll come around, you'll go up there. I'm pretty sure we got this before. But yeah, that's right, we did this because I wanted to like go down here, but we didn't have chapter 4 complete yet. But we go down here into Bobbery's house, and he would kick us out. What does you blokes want? We can talk to him. I'm going to ignore him for a second. We're going to grab this back here. That's right. It's very dark and dingy back here. grab Gumbella. And then we'll talk to him. Admiral Bobbery? I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about now, if you please. Don't play dumb with us, we already know that you are Admiral Bobbery. Rumph, what the poppycock? Tell me, what would you want if I were this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator? And you want me to do the job? So sorry, but you'll have to look somewhere else. I shall set upon the sail seas nevermore. But look, we're begging you here. We totally have to. You're the only one who can guide our ship to Key. This is serious stuff. Awfully sorry, dear fellows, but when I say no, what I mean is no. Now, away with you. Okay, so I forgot. It is... Darn, what do we do, Mario? That guy doesn't seem to be too stoked to come with us. Now I wonder though, why is he all weirded out about the sea anyway? We ought to find someone who knows this guy and find out what his malfunction is. Okay, so I think it's actually like after Flavioport, if we do Bobbery, he kicks us out, doesn't say who he is. It was like, I don't know who this guy is. We talked to the professor. Professor says it is him. We talk to him again. He says, what if I was this chap? When I say no, I mean no. And then I think it's Professor again, and or Flavio, one or the other. Either way, someone tells us that we need to go to Podley, that he spends a lot of time in there, and then we talk to the bartender. If I talk to you.
I'm a while we won't go to sea. Oh, that's a setback. I don't know the man myself, but unfortunately I don't know what to tell you. But I'd be willing to bet that Podley knows a thing or two.
Okay. So, it's the professor that tells us to go to Podley. I don't... We'll talk to Flavio real quick, saying that we found him, but we can't figure... Bobbery refused Helvexing, but it is not your job to solve this... Is it not your job to solve this problem, Why don't you find someone who knows Bobbery and see what you can find out? Okay, so he doesn't give... Alright, so... Yeah, if we were to like... Bobbery said no, we go to Flavio. Flavio would be like, find someone who can give you information. You talk to the professor, so talking to Flavio literally is no need. So it's literally Flavioport, Bobbery. He says it's not him. Talk to the professor. The professor says it is him. He's like, what if I was this chap? He tells us no. Then we talk to the professor again. He's like, talk to Podley. We talk to Podley, the bartender. And then we get this bit. You say Bobbery won't go to the sea? Huh. Well, I can't say that surprises me. The real question is why are you folks really sure you want Bobbery back on the water? Oh, is that it? Huh, now I see. You want to mount an expedition to Key? Rough seas out there. Most sailors would meet their ends. Not old Bobbery, though. The fact of the matter is, Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. You'd probably end up crying, but I'll tell it to you if you really want me to. Please do. Well, in that case, get ready. Bobbery's tale is a tale of woe that goes something a little like this. Bobbery was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlet. The tale of them were two madly in love, the sort of love reserved only for fairy tales. Now, Bobbery was a renowned sailor, though he was away from home for long periods. Scarlet never complained though, and she always awaited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery? His eye never drifted. He loved only Scarlet, truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could, and all was good. For a time. But not all good things can last. It was a particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlet fell ill. A virus? A passing cold? No one knew, but it soon turned serious. Aubrey, at sea on a long, lonely voyage, knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlet had succumbed. He was gone. Aubrey, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts. They tormented him always, haunting his sleep. He has never gone out to sea since. That's the saddest tale I've heard in my life. No wonder. You all know this tale now. So, tell me, do you still want him to return to the sea? Yes, we have no choice. Very well. I understand. Well, if you're that determined, then I'll give you this. You got an old letter. A letter Scarlet wrote to Aubrey just before she departed. On her deathbed, Scarlet wrote to Aubrey a final letter. You hold this in your hands. I've been holding on to it for years because I'm an idiot and didn't have the courage to give this to my poor friend. I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you what she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, and if my love should blame himself for my death, then give him this letter, so he may hear my voice. It was her last request. But when I saw Aubrey in misery, trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present the letter to him, and I've regretted it ever since. Please, take this letter and do the deed that I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Aubrey. Thanks, Podley. And don't beat yourself up over this. We'll deliver the letter. Come on, Mario.
It's all your fault, Podley. It's all your fault. If it wasn't for you, we'd be on the seas by now.
What? Oh, by Blabberton's beard, not you again. No matter how many times that you entreat me, my stance is firm. Now away with you. Pardon? A letter, you say? For me? What? Scarlet. This is Scarlet's handwriting. Scarlet, my love. My love, if you're reading this letter, then I am no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped between us, I've decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, then I must have passed away while you were out at sea. I can only assume that you will blame yourself for it, my sweet Aubrey. Although my life was short, you gave me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you are one with me. Do not lose both your life's loves. Time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you are one with me. 1,000 pardons, but may I have a moment alone, if you please? Yes, love, I was happy. My sweet Scarlet, I love you still. Scarlet! Okay, now, you were looking for a navigator, I believe? Bound for Keyhole Key?
Oh yeah.
Harumph. Well, if you think an old sea bomb like me is what you need, then let's shove off. Admiral Bobbery, awesome! Ships at the harbor, I must inspect her before we leave. I shall meet you there. Alright, and now we have Admiral Bobbery. Let's set sail for Keyhole Key and see what lies in store for us. Now this is my absolute favorite chapter. This is my #1 favorite chapter because I'm a big fan of One Piece. And so, yoo-hoo, what? Mail? That was a bad time for mail. Open mail. Hi Mario, how are you? Good. No, very good. No, great! Lots of stuff has changed here, but not the Elder being mad at my brother. That's still the same. I wish you'd come back to play sometime. Are you really busy? Are you going someplace far away? Like a place nobody's ever been? Wow, that'd be really fun. I'm jealous. Well, if you ever have time to come back here and come play with me, okay? You have to promise. From Petuni. And now we can go play the Petuni questionnaire minigame and we get eggs for it so we can make really cool egg recipes. But we're not worrying about Petuni, we are going for Keyhole Key. I'm going to do a quick save, just because I haven't saved in a bit. And then there's Bobbery up here. What do you have to say, Bobbery? Ah, this Melvacy. I had forgotten how sweet a scent it can be. Were you up here before? Did we talk to you? I always dreamed of the day I'd leave this town. I don't care if there are pirates or ghosts or undead vampires where we're going. There's gotta be worlds better than this stinkhole. That's fair. I knew you would get the Admiral Bobbery on board. You wonderful mustached man, you. To you I must ahoy. I was wise to choose you as captain. Ahoy to me as well. My men have already loaded our cargo and supplies. Yes, preparations are complete. If you have no errand, we must depart at once. What do you say? Shall we set sail? Well, before we set sail, we're going to do this. I will be right back. And we are ready to shove off. We are going to be king of Keyhole Key. We're going to be king of the pirates. So yeah, let's shove off. Very well. To the sea, raise anchor and set sails for Thorials in emotion and romance in money. Our destination is the dread Keyhole Key. Wait up! Here we go. Everyone set sail all aboard for the wonderful Keyhole Key. This is X-01 here. Come in, dude. I repeat, X-01 over here. Over. Roger. Ready. You. Bye-bye. Infiltration is successful. X-Not Black aboard vessel. Repeat, X-Not Black is aboard the vessel. Chapter 5. The Key to Pirates. And as we set sail towards the wonderful South Sea Island that is Keyhole Key, month star day XO. Over the protests of the crew, the SS Flavion is set sail. It is this voyage that it is reckless as they say. Ah, I must scoff. Flavio will show them guts. Month star day XX. Another day of good wind, white clouds, they dazzle me. It is as if they are blessing our voyage. Flavio thanks them most heartedly. Month star day X. Music note. Things are going smoothly, or perhaps even too smoothly for my comfort. It is at this speed we should reach our destination by tomorrow's sunrise. Yo, Captain Case's gaze, red jewels shines and plays, boom, bassa boom, festival, this brother's best. Stash Brothers best of friends, 3 times red, Stash lands on his end. Blue Stilly's belly, 4 times as wet, hit the boom, bust, wait. Blue Stash's belly, 4 times as wet. So let's hear those fireworks go boom at the Boom Bassa Boom Festival. Yes, now we are talking. Flavio told you, did he not? Have no fear, no. The island is right before our eyes. Do you see it? It is like a mountain of treasure. Oh ho ho ho, how fabulous. I shall tell you one of my many tales of bravery. No, it is no trouble at all. I was locked in deadly combat with a sea serpent. Yes, but even then I smiled, for I knew I'd prevail. I had the beast licked. For I am Flavio. He was a giant myself. A huge drink of a man-eater, but even now, you know, I could take him, yes. Where was I? Oh yes, yes. But even then I smiled, for I knew I'd prevail. Oh great, he's at it again, a tale of bravery. Right, I heard this one yesterday.
There's nowhere to escape to. You must have to listen until he's finished. Yeah, if you interrupt her mid-story, he absolutely loses it too. Why is the... what? What's going on here? Why is the ship stopping?
Oi, Maester Flavio. So awfully sorry to interrupt that weak story, but the ship stopped. Here? Ah, stopped you say? Ah, stopped you say? To me after interrupting a story of passion and fury? Well, yo, this is your dad to keep the ship moving, yes? So take care of it. I see no issue with the ship itself, and I assure you I am not a rusty sailor that I would miss it. I'll investigate real quick. Wait a tick. I like that they added Bobbery's... Okay, so here, before I continue, here's a few things I want to note. Before it stayed as like a... In the original, it was like a still pulled out view, so we didn't see everyone up close, so you didn't know who was saying what. Like, you couldn't tell the difference between one sailor to the next of, like, who was talking. I like that they added Bobbery's note in here. That was not in the original. I like that. That's nice. But also, it makes sense that they added in, but it slows the pacing down just a little bit, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a artistic choice, I guess. I don't really know what to say to that. Alright. This doesn't change, he just kind of flips back and forth. Yeah, I'm working on it. Just wait a Goomba stomping moment, you scallywags. Oi, quit shoving, eh? I'm working here. I said quit shoving. Roar. And see, this is why I also love the animations for like being scared and surprised, and all the extra animations just make things look cooler. Because before he'd just be like, walk there and just like jump a couple times. But this, he's actually like terrified. Air. What is this ruckus now? Who is here? Will someone tell me what is going on? Also, I like how the toads have like 3 different expressions. You have like the normal like scared with their eyes shut. There's one that's scared with his mouth open and eyes open. And then the one next to Mario, who is like so scared that he looks like he's about to pee himself. With the complete blue-faced expression. Is very, very fun. I don't know why. I think that one's my favorite face out of them all. Ooh. Oh, I think it's the orange toad talking. I think. I can't tell you. No. They're upon us, the pirate ghosts. All the rumors were true. What are we going to do? We're going to get out of here. Don't panic yourselves. This is just all just a dream that we're all having. Awake. No. Quickly, move the boat. Ooh. That's a lot of ghostly. I think this is more ghostly fire than what was in the original too. Like surrounding the boat. I think it's more spirits than the original. Oh, ghostly ooing thing. Are you really the Pirate's Pirate King? Hey, help me! Woke up, everyone. Remain civilized. Relax. Don't panic. That's Bobby's voice. You're not able to tell who's saying that in the original. I always assumed that it was like Papatch or Flavio. It makes sense that it's Bobby though. Relax, I say. You must simply take it easy, or what? Again, animation is so fucking good. They throw him off the boat by shoving the boat. Bobby, no! Excuse me, listen everyone, if we could form an orderly line without shoving right after. Save me! Hey, we must get out of here. Abandon ship, ever rich marvelous merchant for himself. Month star day X star. 14 from disaster the kindly sea washed us ashore. What strange irony that this island Kyoki was our intended destination all along, no? And yet we mourn. We have lost 3 crew members, including Admiral Barbary. It pains me to think they were taken by the Pirate King, that ghostly thing. What happens to us now? Ah, we may be lost without hope, stricken in the wilds. Month star day X heart. We have made a semblance of civilization here. The ships float somewhere still, and we now have salty bread and other salty things. We can live for some time on this salty bounty of the sea, but then what, I ask? Month star day 00. We have built a few huts from the washed up timbers. Ah, poor sweet Mrs. Flavian. At least the shanties keep the wind out in the rain. We still have no sign of Barbary and the others. My heart, she doubts. Still, despite my fears, we must continue to hope that they are alive somewhere. Month star day 0x. 3 days on the isle now, and their huts are all finished. We have carved out life here, though we all dream of a return to Rogueport. Hee-haw key. Oi, Captain Stash. It ain't much, but we finished a wee hut for you to rest in. Come, have a look. And here we go. We start our lovely chapter in the luxurious island of Keyhall Key, where we find a star piece hidden in the ground. And if we go all the way over here, we'll find some very rare loot. You. What if Goombella, talk. That's a rare wacka. I don't think you see many of this kind anymore. Nope. If you whack a wacka, they drop a whack-a-bum. Those are supposed to be delicious. They fetch a high price in gourmet auctions too. Yep, super precious delicacies. Still whacking a defenseless creature to get one. You'd never do that, right, Mario? Wacka-woo, I'm Wacka. We've got some good weather today, right? Makes me feel nothing bad could happen on a day like today. Wacka-doo! Wacko, direct hit. Whack a bump. A lump of something. Replenishes 25 HP and 25 FP. Whoa, my inventory's full. Oh. Let's eat a hot dog, I guess. Use. Mario. It's a wasted dog, but it's fine. I really just need to collect these whack-a-bumps because we need the whack-a-bumps for a cooking recipe and for something else. And apparently in the remake they increased the number of whack-a-bumps you can collect. Because I think in the original I think it's only like 3 whack-a-bumps, and I think in this one it's initially only like 5 or 6, but then there's a way to get more after. Captain, please help Flavio and Papa are in a huge fight. And what is you, Squinty? You turned to jelly when you saw those ghosts. What are you talking about? You were quaking in your boots, fancy pants. Wait a moment, did you just call the great Flavio fancy pants? That's right, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants. Why, you little cyclops! Flavio domain satisfaction! You, me, hammers, at dawn! Oi, he's fine by me. I can't wait to put a few dents in those fancy threads. They are here! Captain Stash, them ghosts are back. Mario, a friend in Centaur. This is in harder. Take care of those ghosts. And we get our first fight of the chapter against some evil spirit doers. Can't flee this fight. What? Goombella, give us some information on these lovely little creatures. That's an ember. It's a sort of a pale blue flame spirit, kind of spooky. Max HP is 8, attack is 3, and defense is 0. Of course, since this thing is like a flame, touching it will hurt. Don't Mama teach you that? There's also another thing you should know. Something horrible is likely to happen if you attack it with fire. Looks like it's susceptible to ice or explosive attacks though, so that's something. If you get hit with a flame attack, you'll catch fire, so try to guard well. So what it's saying is if you use a fire attack, it'll end up healing them, versus if you didn't. We're gonna do art attack just to showcase this. I don't like that they sped this up. In the original, it was a lot slower, which meant it was easier to control to get maximum usage out of art attack. This one they've sped it up, just like in with the power lift, they slowed that one down. Ooh, not very good. It's just a lot harder to control. See, like I only got like 3 or 4 spins on that. Normally you could get like 1 or 2 more spins out of that and easily get closer to the excellent for the maximum damage. Yes, you're a bloomin' beast, Captain Stash. Too early to celebrate, no? There is surely more of them elsewhere, huh? Someone must investigate the rest of the island, yes, that is what must be. As leader of this expedition, I, of course, should stay here. On this, I brook no argument. Oh yes, of course, Mario, perhaps you could handle the exploration of this island. No way, pal. Ah, well, we cannot just sit there and zen ourselves all day like mermaids, huh? Someone must go out there and look around. This is not a thing to be argued. So, we would say this fair and square, hmm? Everyone, all in favor of Mario exploring the island? Please raise your hands. All for it, heck yes, good luck, pal. Ah, there you have it. We all count upon you, good luck, bold explorer. Alright, well, Flavio, you're gonna get your just desserts for that. I shall show you what it means to backhand the dirty-handed tactics of using democracy and using a voting system to overthrow the captain of this fine crew. I shall make you pay with your life. But we do have a shop in here. Our shop has some good items. It's got some ice storms, it's got some fire flowers, sleepy sheep, bright mask, honey syrups, the cheapest honey syrups we will ever find, and some super shrooms. So I'm gonna store some items, and then I think I will buy... We want to buy Ice Storm. Yeah, let's buy Ice Storm. Let's buy 2 of these. Actually, I'll just buy the 1 because we don't have a whole lot of room right now. Go and save. And then this is our cozy little inn. It's just a little one-man shack with this. So, it's nice. I feel like I'm forgetting something. There was the one back there. There was that. Wait, the flip hill. I think that's everything for here in this area. I'm trying to remember all the star piece spots, but I think that's everything.